today we will do some warm-up speech activities. Let's start with the vowels.
At the Alexander Graham Bell Montessori School, two deaf girls practice a gestural representation of spoken language called cued speech.
I will hide first. Close your eyes.
In cued speech, every sound in every word has a corresponding hand sign. It's a very different system from American Sign Language, and in the eyes of most experts, a useful complement.
In American Sign Language, a sign or a gesture may represent a whole word, a whole concept. So, for instance, if you were going to say, I'm happy, and you would make the sign for happy, that just shows them that the person is feeling good and feeling happy. What does that word, what is it made of? Well, it's made of an H, a H, an A, and a P. If they did not see that visually with the cueing, they would not know what that sign of happy represented phonemically.
Does it make a sound?
Yes! Good.
Deaf adults who use sign but not cued speech on average only read at the 4th grade level. But deaf adults who use cued speech in addition to sign or as their sole language have much higher reading achievements.
No.
Even though writing is just visual, it's just marks on a page, it's impossible to read it without, in some way, accessing what we know about what the language sounds like. You can't just go from the marks on the page to an abstract concept of the word without thinking about what it sounds. And that's one of the reasons why deaf people who are perfectly fluent in sign language have so much difficulty learning to read.
Is it the TV? Is it the TV?
Yes, it is. Good. Okay, Rachel.
At this school, both hearing and hearing-impaired students learn cued speech. The deaf score as well or better on reading tests than the hearing students. Rachel, nearly 11, reads at a 9th grade level and has the vocabulary of a high school junior.
Good.
Joshua and Drake.
Two other students work on a rhyming exercise. Rhymes seem as easy to see in cued speech as they are to hear in spoken English.
Who goes first? Joshua. If you see sing or ping, you can see it all ends with the ing sound. And if you say, okay, what rhymes? Sing, ping, pot. They'll say, oh, you know, they can tell that it has a different ending sound. It's very visual. Joshua, yes. String. String rhymes with swing.
It's this immediate access to the components of words, the visual equivalent of phonemic awareness, that gives cued speech users an edge in learning to read.
Ing, ing, ing. They all rhyme with swing. Very good.